Well, I know I said I was done modifying my GLI, but this is the ARM 4.5-inch catless downpipe. Is it necessary? Probably not. Is it pretty friggin' cool? Yeah, so it's going on the Jetta. I got the CTS catted downpipe on Marketplace like 2 years ago, and honestly, I've always wanted it to be catless. So my wish came true, and yeah. This thing is massive. It is a 4.5-inch downpipe that tapers down to a little bit over 3 inches, and then there's a reducer that is either for 2.5 inch or 3 inches, which in our case, we have a custom catback and it's a 3-inch outlet, so we should be able to use the 3-inch and go from a full 4.5 inch down to a 3-inch for the exhaust, which I'm really hoping that with this being catless, turbo sounds are going to be absolutely crazy, and that's really, that's the big thing. We want bigger turbo noises, so in addition to that, it should also be able to flow a bit more than the catted CTS one that we have now. We'll kind of see how that exactly works when we do some data logs later, but for now, let's get it installed. So the first thing we are going to need to do is loosen this V-band clamp connected to the turbo. Yours should look exactly the same, but my turbo might be bigger. I don't know. For this, you are going to need an 8mm triple square, so that's what we got right here. Now at this point, we do need to jack up the car, so let's do that now. So under here, we're gonna have to do two things. We have to A, pop the downpipe out of these red rubber grommets, and then we also have to actually disconnect this slip fit clamp right here. Now that the bolts on the slip fit clamp are loose, we can undo the V-band up here, and then we should be able to basically just wiggle it out of those exhaust hangers down below. Now, the fun part of trying to get this thing back in the car. Downpipe is on. This was an absolute pain to get in because it's so big. Basically, we had to slide it in straight, rotate the bottom end towards the driver's side, so that way the top end here is facing towards the passenger side. Now we were just able to kind of wiggle it back up and eventually get it connected up to the turbo. It's also worth noting that we had to disconnect the downpipe bracket and connect it to the downpipe. It just made it a whole lot easier, and shout out to Mark 7 Kevin for that advice right there. But once we got it all kind of lined up and mocked up, we were able to tighten all the bolts down and get it fitted in place.
Well, 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 the downpipe is installed. It is the next day, and we got the downpipe done last night, but I was too tired to film an outro, though we did kind of get like the initial impressions of everything and kind of doing some rips because obviously we wanted to see how it sounded, so roll the footage.